Now, we do know update 4.5 is around the corner, and update 4.5 actually does have a lot of content that may even be better than update 4's. So, before we get into that, y'all boys, do me a huge favor. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And whilst you're at that, turn on that post notification bell so you know when I go live, so you know when I'm streaming, so you know when I post videos, everything. And hit that like button, because hit the like button. Let's get to at least 300 likes this video. I would love and appreciate that. Play my intro. Okay, so 4.5, update 4.5 that is. We do know it comes out around, let's say, the end of this month, because the 31st of October is Halloween. And y'all boys are grilling me for saying Halloween is on the 20th. Yeah, y'all boys are really on my neck about that. But I do know now that Halloween is on the 31st of October. And I'm assuming sometime within that week, or during that week, or on the 31st of October, update 4.5 should, emphasis on should. We do know Phoeyu has a history of prolonging updates, but update 4.5 should be coming this month, by the end of this month, and it's gonna bring a lot of things to the table. It's arguably gonna be better than update 4 itself. The first thing, well, the first feature that we do know is coming to update 4.5 is another race, a new race, and this is something that hasn't been done in GPO's history ever. This is the first time we're getting a new race. This is a big deal. The race in question is Cyborg. Now, Cyborg is half human, half robot. So we do know is a humanoid, and I would assume Phoeyu would make it a little bit more interesting than just buying Robux and spinning for the race. Now, if Phoeyu did that, I would understand. It's less work, but for the sake of having enjoyable content in the game, I feel like Phoeyu should switch it up a little. Similar to how in Rogue Lineage, you kind of need to risk it all to go construct, and if you don't get construct, you get perma-wiped. It would be cool if Cyborg had similar features to that, but then again, this is GPO, and GPO's community is a bunch of 10-year-olds, and if there was anything that risked any sort of progression in this game, kids would cry and quit the game. So unfortunately, we're not going to get any cool life-threatening features such as that. But it would be interesting if Phoeyu did add some sort of requirements to go Cyborg. One of such being, you need to be human before you can actually proceed to take the quest that you need to do to become a Cyborg. It would make sense if you had to be human. It wouldn't make sense if you're a mink and you could go Cyborg. So, I don't know. I guess if you're a human, let's say there's some sort of NPC, you have to be human. That's the first requirement. Second requirement is you need to complete a series of tasks or quests, and maybe I have suggested it like a million times now. Phoeyu could add some sort of jump quest system or /OB. If there was a OB, however you want to pronounce it, let's make it a hard OB, because this is a new feature that you don't want everybody in the game having, right? A very hard OB that takes a while for people to do, and to get Cyborg, that's after you pass that, maybe the second requirement is you need to do some sort of puzzle on some Tomb Raider type stuff, right? Maybe a giant chess piece, or like some sort of crazy riddle, or I don't know. You can make a bunch of puzzles out. There's so many references out there you can go from. You complete that, and then you go into the final room with some sort of Marvel Age of Ultron type boss that you have to defeat, and then when you kill him, you get a chance of taking his heart, or maybe you do get his heart, because these series of quests kind of hard, so I don't know if RNG would be best for the last room. But yeah, you take his heart, and once you get his heart, you know, go back to the room, you talk to the guy, and maybe he gives you some sort of you need 300k Pelly or something. Pelly doesn't really matter, who cares? You just talk to him and he gives you Cyborg race. But yeah, if Phoeyu decided to do something along those lines, it would be interesting, but it is a bit far-fetched. I don't see the GPO dev team going that far for it. but it would be really cool if that was the case. Another feature we do know, again, update 4.5 is new clothing. Now, clothing has always been an issue in GPO because there's actually such a limited amount of clothing, and update 4 did provide a little bit of clothing, but a lot of the new stuff, well, to be quite frank, is kind of mediocre, very mid. So we do know we're getting a whole bunch of clothing. Every update is going to add new clothing to the game, and we do know we're getting a range of clothing and accessories, from bleach clothing to in one piece clothing. Hopefully eventually the game is actually diverse in terms of character customization and the outfits people wear in the game, because right now we're in a drought. We're in a drip drought. It's really like we don't have there's no drip. Everybody's is sinking. We're all drowning in no drip. Drip or drown. We ain't dripping, we're drowning. It's really bad. Like, I don't think you guys have seen some of these outfits because they're really bad. The next feature we're definitely going to be getting is 2 new fruits. Now, I'm not sure about the second fruit, but I'm 100% certain about the first fruit, and that is the Horo no Mi. The Horo no Mi will be added update 4.5. We have seen Phoeyu use the fruit in his showcase, and I have reacted to that showcase. We do know the moveset. We do know it's looking kind of cool, I guess. And we're just going to have to wait and see. Now, GPO is adding a new game mode. I'm not too sure if that is update 4.5, but we will receive a new game mode eventually. I don't know if anyone has seen this video because it doesn't have the views, but I feel like you guys should check it out because we actually do talk about a really good game mode concept that I would love to see added into GPO. And again, maybe I'm thinking too far outside the box because this is GPO. And the second fruit is Mochi. Now, not 100% sure if Mochi is going to get added this update, but if it does get added, it will be really relieving to get 2 new fruits in a half update. And Mochi is looking kind of cool. I did watch the noobs video on one of the moves. It looks very interesting. I haven't really spoke about that, and a lot of people do want to know my opinion on Mochi. But if I made a video, well, if I start speaking about my opinion in this video, we'll be here for like 30 minutes. So I won't do that. Probably make a separate video for that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, Mochi's looking really cool. Hopefully it's not just a rip-off Gum Gum, and it's its own unique fruit. And there's so many questions to be asked with Mochi. Like, so many questions. So yeah, we'll actually make a video about that because that is an interesting topic and I do want to know you guys' opinion. Next feature is going to be added is new weapons. Yes, we are getting new weapons. One of those was sneaked by Phoeyu. It is the scythe, and it's giving Soul Eater vibes. It really is. Now the design looks beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, hats off to the devs. This looks amazing. And if you look closely at the picture, Phoeyu does have a different face. We do not have that facial expression or that facial feature in GPO. So I'd assume in the update we will get new faces as well as that. It looks like Perona's face. Yeah, definitely looking forward to see what else they add in terms of, you know, cosmetics. And the second weapon, I can only assume, is gonna be Toad's explosive jack-o'-lantern mace. Now, I doubt the dev team are gonna add this, but if they did, it would be really cool. We have gotten 2 weapons during the update before, and that was a Christmas update. We got candy cane and Santa bells, and if we got 2 event exclusive items again, that would be huge. Maybe I'm dreaming a little bit too large, but that would be huge for the game. Definitely looking forward to see how the scythe operates, and definitely looking forward to see if they do add another feature or another weapon to the Halloween update. And the last thing that we do know is coming at update 4.5 is the Halloween update. Now, well, the Halloween event, not update. It is the update, but it's an event during the update. Anyways, the Halloween event is kind of gonna be huge. Now, well, I'd expect it to be huge. Just gonna throw out my speculations for it. Now, it would be cool if we do know the Halloween island would be located in the second sea. It would be cool if the island was like really like Halloween themed. Like from the distance you can see like an evil aura, like an evil presence around the island, so that, yeah, you know, this is the Halloween island. Like you see, maybe you see bats hovering above it and it's really dark and gloomy, and it has some like evil aura shining outside from the island, so that you can see the island from other islands. Like it's very noticeable. But you know, again, I'm dreaming too large. And then on the island is really spooky. I'm talking about spooky. It's like, if this is Halloween, you gotta do it big. It's gotta be spooky, my boy. Come on. So if that island was spooky, I'm talking about spook the hell out. That would be really nice. Now, we do know every themed event does come with a themed boss. Whether this is some sort of giant pumpkin or a headless horseman or maybe a giant witch, I don't know what they'll do, but I'm hoping that Phoeyu switches it up a little bit this time. Can we not have a 5% or 1% drop at this? Like, you can do this a million times and not get a 1% drop. Like, the 1% is a really low RNG chance. It would be nice if there was like a themed shop. So maybe like a evil witch shop or some sort of stand, and her currency was pumpkins or like evil souls or like soul shards, something along those lines. And every time you defeat the boss, depending on how much damage you do, he drops a certain amount of soul shards, pumpkins, whatever you want to call it. And you can use those shards or the currency, whatever the currency is, to buy, you know, the themed event items, whether it's armor, accessories, the actual scythe, devil fruits, amongst other things. Obviously, it's not going to be cheap. It'll probably be like, what, like 1,000 shards or more for a Logia type devil fruit. And at least that way, you know that players can visualize the progression. It's like, you can see your goal. Like with the percentage drops, you can't see your goal. You could do that boss a million times, and well, millions of exaggerated. You could do it like 200 times and genuinely not get a 1% drop or not get a 5% drop. But at least if it was done this way, players would know their goal. They would know how much times they need to do the boss in order to get what they want, and it will just be better that way. You don't have players literally sinking hours of their day into something they might not even get in the end. I know a lot of people that still don't have fruits, still have never eaten Logia type fruits, and they've been playing the game since update 2. That's a long time. So it'd be cool if, you know, the dev team and Phoeyu reconsidered the RNG for the Halloween update at least. We don't really, I'm pretty sure, and I speak for a lot of people here, we're kind of tired of farming bosses endlessly. Like, it's cool the first couple of times, but it gets kind of annoying, you know? So yeah, hopefully that can be addressed and done. And yeah, pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the update 4.5. But overall, update 4.5 is going to be something serious. This is not a joke. Hopefully, you know, it's fun, but we still have a ways to go. Hopefully the dev team, you know, take some ideas. Y'all boys made it to the end of the video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you comment revolveragz in the comment section down below. I have noticed a lot of y'all boys have been showing crazy love, and I've seen a lot of revolveragz. I appreciate y'all boys for making it to the end of the video. If you don't make it to the end of the video, well, I guess you're not a real one. That's what it is, though. Appreciate y'all boys. Road to 50K. Grind never stops. Peace.